today Saturday, and we can learn a table all the things them we happened the past week inside Sierra Leone. And when we open the phone line, you get the opportunity for Rob Mott person will be done do naya or something we pass na you radar. Before I begin today, because so we can take them from when we left here on Saturday, so starting from Sunday, and so we can start the program. But today, I want to take quick the numbers from last Saturday. The numbers where we get from last Saturday, now be 4 new confirmed cases. We be giving a total of 30. A total of 30 last Saturday. We'll be there, we get 4 new. It give a total of 30 confirmed cases. We'll not be get anybody we lost in life. We'll not be get no recovery. And we will get 532 people them within our quarantine. That'll be last Saturday will be there. But not so for this Saturday. This Saturday, the numbers then, they are way up there compared to last Saturday will be there. We go left that one day towards the things them we pass through the radar, and when we reach there, we go lay them na table. Let we just start with where we left here on Saturday. On Sunday, we be land say 112 knocks them. They say them be quarantine them na PCMH. Now they them be quarantine them. Imagine 112 nurses them. The audio begin come out, go viral about the treatment, the poor condition where did they 112 people and they use 1 green bathroom. But we gladly from that Sunday day to Saturday day now, it's different. We make person go and ask questions, say, always pass something bad happen, go viral, then government come and respond. Why make you go say Triple say so? The people them would be quarantined na Lunge Airport Hotel. The team began for go viral first. Tell the chief minister go there, go apologize, and all that thing then they. Now they quarantine 112 nurses them inside one building. We know say after, then we go pull half of them when are 56. It been left other 56. Where they not be giving updates. I don't know, maybe you get the update for the other 56 we been left. But after this, one we go viral, we'll be land say, then go there, go pull 56, take care, then go Jewy. But, okay, make I continue. On Sunday, the past Sunday, we will get 5 new cases we be had. Say the Saturday now be 30, so we add, then it go 35. We will share the video where that young man be the call for ACC attention. We'll do talk to the camera, then bike riders them. He say the union them, then they eat the money and they know they do what they're supposed to do with the money. He get some good ideas them. So we be try for popularize the video, make it go viral so that it go come to ACC their attention. And on Sunday, we be launching 6 patients then be recover. And we been glady because then 6 people there been able for beat COVID-19 na salon. That same Sunday day, we begin for ask a question. Say, by the way things they go, if it's like say COVID-19, the coronavirus na salon, na community transmission. Because some of the people we begin get to that 10 the Sunday, the lately, and people we not come in contact with none of them other people will be don't get them before. And I believe today to Saturday now, we can definitely say yes. But before, we'll be asked that question there on Sunday. Because the person we can get an Yile within our Tonkolili district. A person back will not be get connection with nobody, but they want the way being at the radar. But however, it be proved positive. One audio be they go around where people a lady be the talk say about 70 Sierra Leoneans them in the UK don't lose their life to COVID-19. They don't even know them. They don't even sabi. Then they don't go take mass grave for Kaib all day. I don't know why we easily can be carried away with them kind voice notes then they. I really don't know why. Yes, the High Commission na UK become and give a press statement. But people in SLFA will listen that audio, they will believe. Now I know able, like some people, most of the time they go take somebody in picture, they say, oh, share this, he die, nobody knows sabi in people them. How did you even get that picture? We know to die man picture. So there are certain things them the way you they listen, and if I make you catch it, say, this not make sense. Don't just run with the news. Not just run with her. Like there is system in the UK. So you want tell me say they go take 70 people, unknown people, then go take mass grave, then just go eat them day? In this day and age where they live now? Before they scatter then kind of news then they you say self where you listen and for say no this one one look sound right safe. We are all connected. We live in a global world right now. Nobody know the way they in isolation. What I mean, like somebody come here, then no other person knows Sabia. Not possible. Even if you come out alone, even if now one part of the remotest part now the provinces now they then pull that person there, then count time. Now the West. Trust me, when he come, he must get connection with one or two Salon people. It not go happen the same day, but trust me, down the road in a week, it go get. So if I make them say, 70 people there, nobody knows sabi them. Then you say if you take land, they scatter. No. On Monday, we will get 8 new cases. We will carry and go to 43. And remember, we will get 6 recovery from the Sunday. That same Monday day, the president of Sierra Leone, President Julius Maada Bio, be supposed for get a press conference. Say lately, he meets with the press people, civil society, stakeholders them, and get question and answer session. So he be promised for give one that Monday day at 2 p.m. Unfortunately, it not be happening at 2 p.m. And then be promise we again say 2 hours later, that go happen when at 4 p.m. Again, that one day not be happen. But, however, the president begets for come and address we at 5 p.m. when our salon time. It was a recorded message. And inside that message day, it began for let we know say, one pine bodyguard them, one pine security person, security detail be test positive for COVID-19. But he be test positive after 14 days where he be done the na quarantine. Now he test positive after 14 days. So that time day, everything be just left so. He just everything in family, then they well, then they get any sign of, say, illness, then they strong and healthy. But we begin for land, say, later, after the message where the president be give, because inside that message, they not telling nothing about self-quarantine or self-isolation. But after that, we learn, say, they go into self-isolation. So as we speak currently, the president, they in self-isolation. And I think, say, Nadande, we've been dealt with on Monday. On Tuesday, we get again 7 new cases then. We carry the total to 50. Again, the people that will be recovered still stand at 6. We be get a posting where we be one for draw attention about Capital Foods. When I one day where they make Sierra juice na salon. Yes, you know say hand sanitizer na hot cake now na the market. But however, we be glad for them because then self come and produce hand sanitizer. But Usai then fall short. Usai then miss the mark now on the packaging. The same water rubber where then they use for put like water, juice and all that thing in there. Then just reduce the size. Even that reduce size themselves, they have juice them where they na that kind of bottle they. The same rubber, then take, then go put hand sanitizer. Everybody don't na the country, Sierra Leone, know Sierra juice, then sign and everything, yes? They say Sierra pure, but hand sanitizer is transparent. If you not look and find it, go say na water. So we be careful call their attention on that. Say quality control. The people there, I don't know, but would I ever make that decision day for make them put hand sanitizer inside water bottle? That was a wrong choice and a wrong call. And we'll be careful call them out on that. And we hope say they don't fix them. Because if Peking meet them, it was just fixing a water. A good drinker. Not even Peking self. Some big people them or even mistake feel say it's water. Now we don't take the first gulp, now they take go realize say, this, and taste like water, and we don't want that. They try for able to get hand sanitizer, but the packaging is wrong. And we hope say then go fix that. On Tuesday, we get the announcement for say Solomon Jamiru, nine are the new spokesperson for COVID-19. And people be ask say what happened with Madam Mamadi Gobe, because na be the serve na that role day. No be hearing that you just know say now na Solomon Jamiru na did it. You remember where I tell you about the 112 nurse system we get stuck up quarantine because of On Tuesday, the government of Sierra Leone will come out and they can sign an understanding and answer to some of the questions them where the nurse system be done the cry about. And they want make we know say they meet 105% of the healthcare workers then demand. So I don't know what thing they take for grade. Where are they trying to go for 200%? Or Now 100% then people they ask for, then give them 105%. What do you think? Because they say they meet 105% of their demand, which means then go over. Waiting they ask, or now another threshold, maybe 200%, and then they work towards. But again, people let me get asked question because in that signing day, we not see then junior doctors then they. It was just like the nurses and all the other one them. So then they actually waiting happen if they want then they not be part of that particular signing day. And the Freetown City Council be one make no say then say be don't turn dirty for the construction of a nursery center for preschool children at the Congo Water Market. So you know say beaucoup pa den we makituman them where they go sell na market them picking them. So Freetown City Council na Congo Water say you know what thing make we get a project where we'll get preschool for the picking them, so that the picking them of them parents in the way they in a market then self go able learn something. On Tuesday we will get for no say the medical items where I be talk about on Saturday, last Saturday, say, let me tell you, say, a plane load go come salon, be able come salon, and on Tuesday, and then be hand over all waiting the Chinese government be give to the Sierra Leone government for help, for boost, and fight against COVID-19. So people then begin to say, wait to, is that the reason why the embassy na China not be able to give any strong word for we brother them, will be they undergo, you already know that the thing will not be fine na China. Safe now because of that. Because you know go bet the hand way and I ain't taste you small thing. Not so. We be learn also from the First Lady for say yes in family and the staff of all the one them where they work na the presidential lodge go day into self-isolation. And we be learn say na by force, paupa, for wear face mask na salon. And at that day we be can lay a table on Tuesday. On Wednesday, we will get 11 new cases. We carry the confirmed case to 61. Remember on Saturday it was 30. By the time they reach Wednesday, it don't reach 61. Mustafa Kamara, we na the store officer, na the district medical store, na Makeni, ACC big Babsam, and he found him guilty for misappropriation of donor property. We also be share an article where I had to put together for we, and we be also don't share all the videos them of the donation where we do, the one na Poti and the one na Waterloo, Ferry, Terminal, Eastern Police, and PZ. We be share that article there. And on Wednesday, we be lancing, we will get the first COVID-19 death na salon. This now waiting, this now Saturday, so I think we know much now of the ending and day. We just don't need for remind we safe back. We will also share a video where a young man, Emmanuel, Franklin I name, sorry, he say he make an automated hand washing system where he get sense of them, go close, they able for dispense the water and also the soap, and even get a blower on it. I don't know if you don't see them, but we'll be share that video there. We hope say the one they will be able for help this young man make we get something like a that being manufactured in Sierra Leone. It go fine. We'll be share the picture of we brothers them where them be then at Leone airport, where them be they wait for that direct flight from Leone to Stansted Airport, UK. It was a chartered flight where we go for all the British nationals them. On Wednesday, remember Naya will be promised something will go up Motpa when the Freetown City Council and the Ministry of Lands that Chamoto them began. So as will be promised Naya on Saturday, see during the week you go find make we up Motpa will be currently on a table on Wednesday. On Thursday, we will get 3 new cases. And again, we will get 4 new recoveries. Where the new cases then will be carried confirmed cumulative to 64. Remember, we don't get 1 death the previous day. And also, we been get 10 now people them we don't recover. We be share a post with Solomon Jamiru, we na the COVID-19 spokesperson now. We be say coronavirus can for steal, kill, and destroy. We be get for land say a second person back, be get for loss in life to COVID-19 na Salone on Thursday. I think if you don't follow we can kind of lay things then at table. I think then this all way we be done talk about. Because that second person there in Nabi Choitram. The first person Nabi Connaught Hospital. In then say then take the swab. By the time the result, they come out the person be done lost in life. The second person, they take the swab. Then find out say positive. Then say okay, maybe then send ambulance for pull and come out Choitram and cry and go 34. On the way from Choitram to 34, inside the ambulance, he lost in life. And now for the second person. And then B1 President Bio, B1 make uno say Indo establish a scientific and technical advisory group for emergencies. The list today, if you want watch the list, go na snradio.net. All lengthy hour they talk so it. OBCC, he be share an article where he say stories from the Wakanda front line. He talk about how many beds them we get and how some of the treatment centers them, they don't be overwhelmed already. And he say NGOs, individuals, the one they were able to put together, the one they will get voice for make them able for talk so that people can go come and help the government. Make we not just about saying a government for do all thing, but if you feel say you get connection, we go able for help like NGOs for come and support the government in Salone. You say make people and do them. That's gonna be one of the article where OBCC be right. And on Thursday, because we'll be land say Friday, and the Ramadan they start. The president began a speech. We will be share that speech day. For one reason, we know say when we president they begin for talk, they can always play the national anthem. Even on the show, I would have loved to be playing the national anthem, but I'm not going to play them. This is not the first time I'm saying what I'm going to say now, because waiting do somebody that is not Sierra Leonean don't copyright with national anthem. If I play now the national anthem, this particular video go be muted. outside that national anthem they play in 159 countries. The worst one, if you put on a YouTube, that person is going to be paid. Imagine Salon national anthem. But kutin den day we sabi, where if they really no say they want for make Sierra Leone own waiting we get. I think say this one, they need the authorities they need for fen Udago copyright with national anthem. I remember Wadamaya, the guy from Ghana, where they try for Ghana, the African countries them, he goes alone. And he played the national anthem. But one time video them. And he has to say on the next video, he was like, man, this is the only country where I go away. The national anthem is not free to be used. Somebody out there is just collecting money for our national anthem. Do ya Uda Sabi that person there, or Uda Sabi somebody in authority where if they need, I'm not to make it for clear that one day. But if they need a process how to do it, I go show them. But I can't because me not to salon government me they work for. But somebody, if now we heritage now, if now waiting for, but we national anthem, not for be copyrighted at all. Because it limits we where they do things then like this, not for go that way they. So even the first video where the president make of, you find out most of the time where say network they post the president in video, and then they post the national anthem there. Because behind the scene, I don't know, I know a lot of things them we say network not they do. Because we know, we are trained. Let's just put it that way there. And I received the email again as a reminder for our national anthem. So because I know on that, the next time I just cut and come on. Because how could somebody out there make we not able to use the national anthem, I want for user? But we hope say the authorities them go rise up and make we national anthem free for we 59 years with the council on Monday. We will say the executive director for the Road Safety Authority, David Pandanoa, he began a tweet. He say he want for help with the coronavirus campaign at the Freetown municipality. Go to them bike riders them, and then parks them, and then we get to talk. We'll be still asked again on Friday, on Thursday about the community transmission. We share a post. We say over the demolition of the project site, FCC Mayor, Schools, Land Minister. And Solomon Jamiru will be one for me who knows say, by the way they see things, it look like say Western area is showing a rapid rise. On Friday, we will get 18 new cases them way in one day, now the highest number than the way we be don't get in the country. We get 18 new cases. We make the total cumulative case for 82. And remember, we don't get the 2 death and 10 recoveries. But again, we begin for land say a third person die. And this person, now even when he be done lost in life done. Then they may take the swab, then go test them, then see say he was positive. And as somebody will be admit na Connaught Hospital. Take people and they ask say, wait Timba, why make that towards the end? All the one that we die, we come positive is towards the end. What happened to the early detection? And this latest one, yesterday, the person was what? 37 years of age. So we don't get in the 30s, in the 60s, and in the 70s. The 3 people them we lost their life to COVID-19 as alone. And the Ministry of Finance be give you the opportunity for make we know say na 39 billion leons. Now it don't come inside the coronavirus account. However, out of that 39 billion day, 35 billion are from the government of Sierra Leone. We also get $50,000 on the side. And World Bank be give 7.5 million. That one they not go inside the one pot. That one they then say Ministry of Health and Sanitation get some projects them for help for fight Ebola. We na that money they go. Solomon Jamiu will be also share with we the use of face mask, why necessary and how for use them. The list of district coordinators for the COVID-19 response inside Salone. All the districts now, they don't get people away. If you want to ask question how the thing they happen nobody, now them they coordinate them. Yes, yesterday Friday we be share the sports legend them. We then come together and say for unite the players them na Salone. And do them force Zoom yesterday and even today. I don't know if you watch them. Very interesting. The stories the way then they give. It's interesting. It's sad. It's exciting. Everything is in it. And we can sit down so they talk. You will be done they follow Salone football for that long. They make you remember back all the names the way then they call and the experience. It was a good one though. When he can the place, I can just, I don't know what to make in the do. Because I can they smile, I they wonder, say, oh Lord, this thing happened that day and we see her now. Yesterday we be launching the inter-district partial lockdown and curfew, way for be end today Saturday. The government will extend them till further notice. And at that day will be laid on the table. Today, we get 4 new cases then. We bring the total to 86. Again, we get 3 deaths, the one that will be announced, 10 recoveries. And the total number of people within a quarantine now 889. And then a quarantine. Last Saturday, a total of waiting 30. Now we get today a total of 86. So 56 added inside 1 week. 56. Now don't add. Confirm of COVID-19 inside Sierra Leone. Inside 1 week. Within 1 day, it will not be even reach from the 31st to the 18th when I be last Saturday. So will not be even reach So I not go see how much days we take for reach will not be even reach 3 weeks will not reach But inside 1 week, we almost double waiting we make inside 3 weeks. Although we get recoveries, which is fine, but again, we hope say we all go listen to the well body people them and make we follow waiting in the tell we. Anti-Corruption Commission want to make me, say they don't secure conviction against Abdul Razak. In this conviction, Abdul Razak for pay back 100 million or he go 10 years imprisonment. One na 2 counts he be get. Each count na 50 million. So the 2 counts where he plead guilty for make unto 100 million. If you not pay him, 10 years. Abamba Kayaka. We also learned say SLFA. Say SLFA they renovate them building, eh? We get their offices them and their hostel. So in an effort to help fight against COVID-19, SLFA say, then they lent Ministry of Health and Sanitation, them building. Now the pictures down the way they see now on the screen if you're watching on Facebook. Not to the one for the water. Now the one who I see the SLFA hierarchy there. So they say for refurbish this building, then spend 6 billion leons. Now they spend for refurbish the building. 6 billion leons. But they don't hand over that building there now. Make Ministry of Health and Sanitation able for use them as a holding and a treatment center for COVID-19. The empty building then you, so it's up to the ministry now for put everything we supposed for the inside the we go turn and treatment center. At least we know say Lebanese community themselves say they take the male ward, not 34 hospital. Then they work on a right now for make them turn them to treatment center too. So with this one, I think say they're on a good footing. We don't know no more how many beds this girl for take. But we hope say they go able for do them fast. So that we not go reach time where we get people them, we confirm, and we not get paid for them. Today we also share again the Sierra Leone Players Unite, where then be getting second Zoom session. We share them today. Yesterday we deal with the e-pass, electronic pass. You have to go online and apply. Truck drivers, NGOs, anybody who know say you get rights, you're an essential person, you are moved from one district to another, you can go online and apply. I be start the application process anyway. It looks simple. It looks simple because they don't share the link. You know, you put your name, the organization where you're there for, you carry registration, and the reason where you need them for. I don't know no more now how long then they take for issue them. But the process will look simple. Okay. When I say look simple, I think people in an internet cafe for able to assist people them, we want for do them, or if the truck driver self in Pekin or waiting, but would they try for get in contact with the Commercial Drivers Association president, make we hear from them, waiting at their own take on this new e-pass. Would they try for engage them? I believe by Monday, Tuesday, we'll go then get that video there ready. The team go down go meet them, make we hear waiting and they see. And even if we able to get 1 or 2 drivers then, make we see if they can able to do them. We record them, see if they're able. But we will hear first from the Drivers Union and president. So, I think say we want for laying a table. You know, say a lot, eh? Mozuzo. Iboku small. And we not go, we not peep inside Guinea. Oh, Guinea Bombardé. You remember? You get any memory for Guinea Bombardé that word today? Okay. Guinea today, they get 42 new cases. 42 new cases now in Guinea don't get. 42. We don't give them a total of 996. 996 total na Guinea. It left 4 more there and go 1,000. Liberia, they get 3 new cases. So now then on the 120. Guinea dey 996, Liberia dey 120. The papa for the all. In Ivory Coast, Cote d'Ivoire. Today number then get 73, and then they don't care and go to 1,077. Well, we'll still get to 86. But Ivory Coast get 1,077, Guinea get 996, Liberia get 120, Salon get 86. You remember say the Gambia COVID-19 be reached the not so? Well, whatever they do, whatever they not do, it look like say they don't almost beat them not in country. Even we go and say Gambia now touristic destination, because that's how the Gambia make their money, tourist. So you go on for CSF, they will tourist the flood inside the Gambia, for turn wahala for them when this sick come on a do. But right now, only one patient now get COVID-19 day. Then we get 10. Then total na 10. Now one patient now left. Then lost one. And 8 beats the virus day. Yes, the Gambia. Then we get total of 10. 1 die. 8 beats the virus and 1 green person left. How I we wish say now we can't get alone they talk about so. But however, with a total of 889 in quarantine, I'm afraid you get for money with small. But again, this is something we, if you remember the listener, can always don't they talk we need the authorities them for really provide we with the number of tests them where they do per day. Then they ain't go able for tell we say yes, the numbers then they rise, or now more tests than they do now. Because remember the 10 they get 1, 2, 1, 2. 1, 2, 1, 2. The numbers then they will come out there, will begin go up some for 4, 8, 11, now don't go 18. You go find make we know how much number then they test in 24 hours. So that 10 day we know, say, okay, this then test 20, 18 come positive. Now 20 then be done the test. Or maybe now because them bland test 20, now make we they get 2, but now in space of 24 hours, then they test 100. So that one they go able to give you the ideas why these high numbers. We go really like for make them they give you their numbers then they. That one they go help we. If I first time this for join we want for welcome you on board. This is Share Network Radio. And then tell me, now the people away like Salon can gather for make them talk about them beloved Mama Salon. With all waiting, we don't talk. Which part will interest you? But before I bring open the line and Nuna Sef go join we, make a call with Tony. Make we hear waiting in get for we. Yes, Tony, you get the platform.
Yeah, Abraham. Yeah, good evening. The family wherever you listen, on a good evening. Yeah, if I can recall back with you just give me updates. You said last week when we get 30, right? Hello? Okay. And then we current cases right now is about 80 something.
Yeah, 86. The 86. Cumulative total. Yeah.
Cumulative, yeah, 86. Will tell us that with current method we use for track, either effective or ineffective, because as part of debate today on my Facebook page wherein they tell people, they say we really need a lockdown. You understand? A lot of people then bring ideas, say, oh, we economy, people then get for go work, you understand, for letting get on a daily basis. But we get for caught we get for take a drastic decision. And any drastic disease or anything needs to have a drastic decision for make you cure them. It's just like when you get boil. Lord, as you say the boil, then you forehead. Definitely then go for squeeze them, you go for feel pain. You understand? Especially that's in the and we know say easy because of the position of the economy the way they and things noisy all over the world, especially this pandemic just make everything become, a lot of inconveniences and everything for family members. A lot of people have lost their jobs and everything. But in we own society, if we population very small, which is 7 million, right? And with a big government, we know say it's difficult, you understand? But there are fundings we don't come from private sectors, from public sectors. Government alone provides 35 billion, yes, and they receive $7.5 million, which they can use on other projects, especially on recovery of whatever. But other funds where they come inside, EcoBank they give rice, like 1,000 bags of rice and other things, and other organizations. Governments can use these resources. It's difficult, it sounds probably bogus, and give vulnerable institution, vulnerable organization or vulnerable groups, them like the blind school, the Waska places, them way during the lockdown, they're not able for the go out, the people don't able for go out, Motuka, certain areas, they can involve the councillor and the honorable them. The reason why make they say this, if we miss now and use this method, this now we lock down, where the sickness no we not reach 100 years, or we not reach 200, or make it go beyond this. You understand? If we allow we go beyond this and it become a situation wherein it will be difficult for control, the recovery method, the recovery cost in terms of overheads, in terms of resources or revenue, no revenue, expenditure government will incur, it go far way more than now. And mind you, people then they fast. A lot of we Muslim people them they fast. There's less activity, less movement and everything. Even in normal times, even though say Corona no day at this moment, a lot of people then stay indoors. A lot of people then some man they observe the length. The fasting and everything. Government can use this advantage now. You understand? Because there is no development where government can able for do now. If we get this pandemic, people can work from home. The internet and Sierra Leone, Salcab is trying, they're doing very well. Mobile companies and SLFA, and they do very well in providing. We get even ISP companies, internet service providers. We have lots of companies. People can work from home. A lot of companies can do that. You understand? We can make structural adjustments. We are probably then able for open market for 2 or 3 hours where people can go there. But we need a lockdown. The reason why people feel say a lockdown is necessary is because when you get people for stay indoors, the sensitization, because you still have more people in the sensitization and everything will be key. And each honorable or councillor get for good in chiefdom, you understand, and go to the area, different constituencies or councillors and everything, help in curtailing this thing, help for disseminate, be around you people them, you understand, because let me say this, government just need for put plans in place. Yesterday they say, but we're not going to get better time. We get military and get so many trucks. The police then get so many trucks. We can use their trucks and they put modalities in place now within a week and go to the region them and able to get foodstuff, help the business people them or whatever people that we need, whatever, supply the market, make sure that enough the people they will get. But if we left the make say, oh no, the whole economy, people don't get money and everything, it could be much more serious. People then go die tomorrow. We're not pray for that. We don't see. We don't. Some people are witness and I see how people then die a lot. We don't want the same situation. Mind you, we not get the logistics. The logistics in the sense hospitals them or holding center for keep people there in case this disease spread, because you know go and go mix corona patients and other sicknesses, especially other people that way they go Connaught Hospital. Connaught Hospital can be used for other illnesses or other sickness. Make them not use it for corona. You understand? Just like we they maintain 34. How many beds do you think we have in 34? We still lack the capacity. We not get enough beds or enough hospitals or places there for all people there. So government need for make structural adjustments financially, logistics wise, and other things then for make the help situation, because for now everything centers around corona. There is no development we government go able to do. You know, a lot of people comes with a mixed feeling. People that get their own view or they get their own take on that. They say no, you know, we find low left and partially they can lock Freetown Western area. But whatever, if you lock Freetown, which is the Western area, you have people back where will migrate or we will take the opportunity because they're not lockable or because they're not locked down again. Make her take transport and go, make her go enjoy it or make her go chill or make her go McKinney or the kind of situation in there. So for me, I think say in your take, you understand, and just not only but on all the points then you raise, you understand. But me if you say government not the right step than they get it for where I'm it's sign of them go lost revenue because in certain areas then they themselves they look at saying revenue streams say if they lock down, then go lost revenue hugely. But make them for now. The only best option for curtail this thing is one, you lock down Freetown and make sure say the border patrol at the borders them, especially the non areas, and then walking distance where people they can just tool come inside with bike or this or that. Get people they involved, because within these 2 weeks, if you lock, the council or honorable, just like I like to say previously, then at the areas them, at the area they give them a mandate that nobody know for coming. Look like Leicester. Tomorrow na Leicester, nobody, the man tell them, say, nobody know for Kana Leicester. No one say, no stranger. You understand, na Leicester. If you begin to do things in the certain areas and the people then begin put, then local, put controls and see how you go able for control people movements, especially the border areas, that area, that Kono area, even Koinadugu area and other areas and Cambia and everything. We go see it because mind you, if Guinea, they increase so at a higher rate, or that kind of way, they almost 1,000. I mean, it's really worrisome, and I mean, it's a concern for we self within our salon for make we begin think twice. If then people then they begin come over, walking distance, say, okay, if they say there's a better facility, health facility in a salon, let's say we provided na Cambia. So man go left for prefer for say, okay, pass through them, but they pass by bush kind side because you know say government they provide good medical facility in Cambia just for make themselves can get attention. And you don't know the people there, the magnitude of people that will go coming, will go cross within them border areas and they for cancer just for cancer medical conditions. You understand? So now me take around the way me get for say a good government extend the partial thing yesterday. They not give a definite date when it go end, but if you say it no go help because people they're still they moving on it. The hours then where people they know the way not wake off, you know they. People then they move, and the movements of people now more. Mind you, look how many people that we die. We not come in contact of corona patients. We not come in contact of corona some infected people. You understand? That tells you a lot of people. You understand? Have mixed with I mean, we get the sick. Don't mix with other people. Then you understand? From that quarantine days, where people they left their quarantine center. They go to self quarantine. That was one of the pitfalls. That was one big mistake. Okay, government was proactive. We tell them they've been proactive all this while, but they can still correct situations. They really can do it now.
Thank you very much, Tony. Thank you, sir.
You're welcome.
Yeah. Well, that's Tony Torrey Jones from Boston. Yes, I said to you get the platform.
Hi, good evening.
Thank you very much.
Hi, good evening, everyone. I hope we all do well. I hope the news will get about we country, let them make we lose hope because, the numbers, them, it's a bit disappointing getting, just thinking about when we actually get we first case and to see where we are today in just about less than a month, it's just scary. And then to hear that, there are other countries in West Africa doing better, like Gambia, just keeping the number to 1 active case right now. I wish and I hope, just like you may say, AAA, I wish now that we get to say about Salon, but it's just unfortunate that, yes, then start early for prepare the country for this crisis, this pandemic, but I think for some reason, somehow, something is going wrong somewhere right now that needs, prompt attention, that needs quick intervention. So we really call on the team then waiting for this COVID-19. We call on the, I know the president right now, they're on a self-quarantine, but, I think he can still do his own bit of intervention here, that, this is time that we do something that would actually save Sierra Leone. At this point, we want to be saved because I feel say Liberia is somewhat stable compared to us, with the numbers and way they get, way they say they're all be to go along with Guinea. Guinea just don't go out of control, but Liberia is somewhat stable. I'm not saying whatever number they have is good, but like they haven't, increased their rate so rapidly compared to us, so that's now a very scary moment. So in terms of the lockdown, AAA, I believe say then for, really lockdown Freetown, and if they decide not for lockdown down completely, the people at the time in which I don't mention before, they don't need from 8 to 9 or 6 a.m. to 9 p.m. That's a long time. That's like a full day of what it used to be. Just putting curfew for about 9 hours, that's not going to mean that the virus is not going to spread, right? And then if they do the lockdown this time around, they ensure people then get water and get light, let them go around, let them use some of the funds and with other people that don't give to the country for saying that they fight for COVID-19. So, for ensure, say, I believe, say, whether not Tony talk about rice and things like that, supply people them, don't just hold on to the money and use it on just quarantine centers and use it on just feeding people there or, where they say that's not the only intended purpose. Yes, it's part of it, but then you need to be wise in terms of how you use certain funds, so that the people then will benefit from that. And then you would encourage this go actually encourage people then for no say, what we government they really look out for so they're not going to hide this sickness, even when they know say, somebody they out there with sick, then go they even encourage say, what, it's time you go so that we can really get rid of this quickly so that we country not will come into, where we were before. God knows I really don't even want to mention that what we've had before, but I guess it's something we need to be talking about. But right now, I really want to reiterate again, some of the things that we put in for the constantly to look out for when to seek medical help. The number is there for you to use, so please use it. Get help when you need help, because we cannot afford this number to keep rising at this rate. So look at the total number of quarantine, 889. God, if at the end of the 14 days, you don't know maybe how many percentage of that number is going to be positive, right? And the other question I have, I know our security member in the president's, team was positive. So what happened to all the other people that were exposed? We haven't heard anything. I hope that, that's something that will come to light, for us, to really understand what's going on with those people. Or is it the new numbers that we had recently that are them people and they're part of it, we know to call the names them, but at least we want to know where they were, what they did, and things like that. And so with healthcare workers, them, when they do well, we appreciate everything, because this is a challenging time for all healthcare workers around the globe. But then, don't forget to use universal precaution, which is also known as standard precaution. With this something where you don't learn from school, you get to try to implement and for make sure, say, the virus no spread from one person to the next. Because really, you being the healthcare provider, you're at the front line, and if we're able to recognize the symptoms and when the patient come with, if they can and present with fever, you want to know how high that fever is. You want to know how long the fever has been going on. You also want to know if they experience any difficulty breathing. Are they coughing, sneezing and how long that's been going on. Are they really taking measures where they've been exposed to anybody that has traveled, or somebody that has been sick or somewhat with COVID-19? So these are some of the questions that our clinicians or nurses or whoever, whatever their role is in the health field are asking. And as you can identify anything there, so you quickly isolate the patient, you ensure that the patient not get, left that patient in room where, where we say sometimes people forget these things, that it's in between each patient care that you need to wash your hands, even when you're in the patient's room, and you have to do multiple things. When you're done with the first thing, you have to wash your hands before you go on to the next. So these are steps that I encourage our nurses in that country to really practice on a daily basis without making an excuse, without thinking that, oh no, somebody called me, so I just forgot, and I touched my phone, and then you touch your phone, did you clean your phone afterwards? And you're not even supposed to be doing that, because when you're in the patient care areas, these are things that you want to forget. Wearing the personal equipment, personal equipment, things that are the healthcare setting is very key, is important, but how you do them, is important too, because, you don't know when you don't put on a gown, when you don't put on a mask and gloves, what thing force you to take off, So you go with the gown, they go out first, but where you didn't wear, and that's not the steps. There's the steps in how you practice these PPEs, personal, protective equipment. So there's a step in doing that. So people need to adhere in the health setting, right? In as much as we're telling the public what to do, our healthcare providers also need to make sure that they don't miss a step. Because when they miss a step, then there's a break in that chain, and then that now leads to a higher rate of transmission. And I hope that then they use the proper isolation technique to make sure that this virus is under control. We pray with the entire team, the people in the country, with the hope for the best for Sierra Leone, with the hope that this number we don't go up, so we get a good news by Monday that will tell us, with good numbers of recovery, and then, maybe less quarantine, no new cases. That's all I'm praying for at this moment. And also, I know we have this ongoing request for donation, because, we project for go through the donation maybe by the end of next week. Once we don't get the mask, then they don't produce the mask, then because they already done the sodium. And, we get in there. But I really encourage everybody, no matter how little, please join us in this donation, in this fight. Let ourselves make a mark. Now, Salon say, what, within the diaspora, we contribute to go through a crisis. We all try for intervene and do your own little bit of help in every way possible. I know some of them been even suggesting, and I don't want to let anybody forget, say, what, the donations still to go on, even now and even after. That's something I want, all look into, and then try to join the group that's already in place right now. Thank you, and I hope everybody have a rest of the week should be better. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Aisato. Thank you.
Thank you.
Yes, Usfriend, you get a platform.
Thank you very much. Yeah, I just want to tell thank you back to Sister Aisato. I will say Njarama, then I will say thank you, then I will say Momo, possibly. I not have their language then. But first of all, I just want to talk on a few things and on my way regarding this COVID they go on the globe, especially for Sierra Leone. The first area where I just want to address, that area where have been mentioned, you and Anthony, about that decentralization. I hope the government will try let them think very hard about them. Because when you look at the water system, and then you look at the import, how then they flow from Freetown for going at the upline, it's quite a lot. The area where I just want for the illustration here, you see lion them where they can be inside zoo, and sometimes they can be in other areas, the people that can play with them. It's quite different from the lion where they inside the jungle, where they always see the jungle. The reason why they rely on the wild inside the jungle, now because of it don't use for fat for in food. It is fight hard for like getting feeding. So it always aggressive. But when they pull in that environment, they are at an early age, young one, they bring them. Then they tame them. How then they tame them? Then they try for provide in basic needs. Then they get in food we want every day. If not meat, they eat and they get every day. So you go see that lion day is well tamed. People can even sometimes go bold, they can even go church and play with them because then they provide the need. So I try for put this illustration to the people now in a salon. If you see say more violence and more protest and people and they become wild, now because of they lack the basic needs, where they not being provide for them, where people they don't use that hard way, when they say they go hustle now hustle ground. So I just want no more as time they go on, let the government with all this thing done, let them think very hard on that decentralization day. Because when there is basic needs, I'm not saying that they go feed them, but then they provide an avenue wherein people and they become self-reliant, people and they use their talents, then they try to invest like this man where they make that contactless water wash and so on and so forth. Just invest on human resources. Then are the other one area I just want to do. The second one we want to comment on are this hand sanitizer we mentioned about how these people who they call Sarah juice they introduce. It's very, very dangerous because the first of all, I don't mention one to say the alcohol is in different way. They get ethanol, where they put for them beverage, when a normal one where they drink for like jack. It also dangerous. But this isopropyl alcohol, where they inside and sanitizer, it 2 times dangerous past even the one way that they drink so. Because if they not try for say, then they put on a proper containers where the people can go able to identify and say somebody go ingest them. Just about 8 ounces, when about 250 millimeters, it's a small amount, we put in the swallow. It cause a lot of depression because it affects the central nervous system. And another thing about alcohol, when you swallow, now the only thing as you say, they absorb in the intestine, the small intestine. It begin absorb straight away now your throat. Now the only thing that one day for some reason, even the alcohol way they check. Now for that person, as he drink, within 30 minutes he don't check. Unlike food, where they eat in 3 hours before the digestion system the end. So I want to encourage the government for let them see the health and sanitation. They look to something they will they bring just for take and get out. Set another task force inside the very task force again. Would they look into the affairs of the people? Would they bring the quality, the type of mask who they get outside, the type of test they get, the enzymes they bring, and the type of things they provide. Because this particular hand rub are really, really concerned about them. Let people not go ingest them. Then we can begin get liver problem back in the country and internal bleeding. Then one other thing back. Then the other thing we I just want to mention about again now regarding the leaders, them how they try for give out information. They are doing a very good job. They don't set up everything well, but if things do not work out the way would involve Uda Sabi, Master Sabi, for individual area, will say you specialize this, it not go work well. Because I mentioned that yesterday, then sarcastic statement there were some people and they give. And at this stage, we see Donald Trump, we go see they inject yourself with the tolly, the well, another day they deny. They say, no, I just make a sarcastic statement. So I just want for lesson of leaders then they come out, like I see somebody when I'm a head of a department where even can mention what I say about this wound there, say it now the source of the COVID for enter. Let them sensitize people then because when you look at the first index case, when are the person would have been say that the index case in driver, then go meet them with the people in our house. What thing happen? It caused a bit roar. It begin they almost affect the people who for go take them. They say because if they go the idea, say when they can't take them, then they go kill them because they don't get the experience of the Ebola. So if then they come for sensitize people and some of the other areas, let them help for sensitize. Say quarantine, now so and so and so they go. Isolation, now so and so and so, and isolation. So the people that know what in isolation, the people that know what in quarantine. So when they call people now, they no go so become adamant for go. Because I see one of the people that would enter there, say, well, will not be no, what they in a quarantine, official when they take you back, then go kill you, they go die, like the idea will be about Ebola. So, each post more the kind of ministry, let it limit what is Sabi, now you go just talk about, say, la advice on this. Instead of I go add back and see what people then go see, well, they don't add this back, then it derail everybody in the area. The other one, this water system, I want to let them look into back. Yes, we've been commenting about Tanaya, what we illustrate about the heart and the other things then. But now, true say, the pipe system, now Freetown, they don't invest since 1960. Wouldn't bring big pipe them. But the mistake some of the leaders then do, that now the main artery. But they not being give big branches then for go up the hills. So what they do, they incite the people and for can begin they connect down side, like what in Tony been the talk. So the idea is that if they been doing the finishing point of that connection, we don't put them big pipe, they put medium pipe for go up the hill there, say branch to people and host there, before don't be a problem. And the dam, now how much the dam they hold? I think now about 880,000 cubic meters. We're now just about 1/4 of the population of 2 million Freetown. And I believe say nothing when they try for work on with the Chinese them for go establish one na Urugu, and then they go na the Rokel River back for try bring water on 37 miles from Freetown. So I want let CRS then, when they don't begin this year, let them talk to them. Now continue this visibility from 2019 now, they don't begin now. For see how they go pull water na the Rokel, for can increase the cubic meters of the water na Freetown, so that they go able for supply. Then they get better pipes them. So the supply, when they get at the dam, that na the hearts for pump the water. Then we get the big arteries them. Then let them continue with the venules, who are the bigger, a bit smaller arteries then for go up. So you see the circulation, it continue and it finish. Because people then comment, well, if we get the pipe, they will not get dam. They be right. But in the cause of flow, when the dam then big, we get water from the Rokel River, because the Rokel River is one of the biggest river. So another one day I want to remind the government. I know say to see what they will able to do now, because now long process, like cancer will be done they then get a long process for undergo. But those who don't do before, let them just they continue with any procurement and whatever arrangement they do with them, let them continue for do this year so that salon go able to go before. And I believe say this why wouldn't they say about the lockdown, when it come back about when I say a double effect, when I say they inject you, it's painful, but you get cure after the pain. After the pain. So it become a double effect. You get one good, you get one bad. The good is that they try to treat you. The bad, they put needle for you, you feel the pain. But again, let it be gradual, wherein again you come back to decentralization, where they go able to think how we able to put goods them out for the people already at the province, where they not go rush for the kind of return, and the one the way they upline, how they say go bring them essential goods they would need na Freetown like Pamai and other things, they will know they're not going able to do na Freetown. Then one day I just want to add up and make up my own contribution. And one more time, I say Jeremiah to that's a tool for the effort we do towards this year. And thank you to Ram. Let God continue for bless him. And especially you who are the spearhead of this, and everybody in the Sarah Network family. And let everybody continue for help. Without able to give small thing, they give small thing so that we're able to then we're now able to go put towards the mask. They would not be essential for people and now in a salon. And we trust you and continue for bless you. Let God continue for provide for everyone. We want for do help this continue this charity when they do. And we know say the charity go expand after this. I know see other projects will be gonna help for the well body. Now bring salon may any community for like will be a sound thing. So I continue for pray for everybody and I tell you now all thank you. And I told the audience and thank you for spending time for stay up to late this time here for holding at the other country then, so that things that will go before. And thank you very much for giving the time. And let God bless you. And bye for now.
All right. Thank you very much, Usman. Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much. Yeah.
Yes, caller, you live on here. Your name and where you call from?
I'm in from Morocco. I call from Algeria.
Yes, farmer, you get a platform.
I just want to respond to my brother in what we in the sea concerning with the government for help the people in terms of this transportation. Because if you can think about the past epidemic we even get when Ebola, the way they do the past business, now each district, you go to ONS office, because all the ONS workers, the way they work in the districts, I believe they're familiar with the drivers' union. So they can know the drivers, the way responsible for go supply foods them and other stock them. But presently, the way they do them, so in just for this just for make back food commodities just for the DM and the provinces there. Because you will find out, see the drivers and would say, you say, forget pass, easy. Pass and just for the pay money bribe before they will get pass. And like that, in 100% they happen. For make they able give them pass, so no more, no go easy.
And
how many will start the way will give pass?
Because what you do now online, then they do the pass. I don't know if you know be there yesterday or deal with them, and even when I be then I tell you just no. I tell you say myself say try for see how for go about them. It's not that hard. I don't know no more how long it go take for make them print them and make them verify before they go G. But for now, the start of the process we me try for do. It's simple. I know say they're not go able to do and maybe then get for go to internet cafe. But however, we will try for get the chairperson, the chairman for the motor drivers, the Commercial Motor Drivers Association, making go explain to we how which measures they don't put in place for able for do that.
Okay. Well, that is good. Because say way this transportation don't look scarce, so the people embark their business woman and now would say you say they will get goods them the way they get then just for the increased price now people them aid. So we beg the Ministry of Business and Trade and Industry let able do in price control well. Because if not so that now the layman for so far. So the main contribution that thank you very much, sir.
All right, thank you very much for more. Thank you, sir. Yeah. Yes, caller, you live on here. Your name and where you call from?
Oh, okay. Thank you very much, Triple A. Let God bless you. I will send in my own contribution soon for the face mask then. Me not get boku for say tonight, but waiting me one for says it's regarding to we business people what we get in a salon. I mean, I don't go in no shape or form I will try to compare them with the United States, but we all now we see what they happen. Right now, say McDonald's, every medical staff, whether you're a CNA, RN, doctor, respiratory therapy, physical therapy, you go to any McDonald's, then they give you something. You go to any Starbucks, if not one cup of coffee, then they give you. And then they say, but we get business people in a salon. We get Red Lion Bakery. We get people in Atco. We get people on the Flamando, they do business. There's some able for help. And then they say, let them go give money to the government of Sierra Leone. But if not the health workers, I said, now Connaught or 34 or whatever we say, people are where they work. If not small things, if not one corporation, there's some able. Now the thing that will make America so great. One thing that we me like about America, America now a giving country. I don't care what anybody say about this nation. I don't dare long enough for see them. Will they see how many cons got ordinary people? We show people that they to line for give food to people. Not to say all the things and then at the state or the federal government or the county or city, but now ordinary people in the country and America. Anytime where problem meet them, then they put their politics aside. We see already happen during that 9/11, how Democrats and Republicans come together. Anytime where problem meet America, then they put their politics aside, they come to one, people and they help each other. Then face marks here, I don't see them, Bokuna, California, now small picking them. The other one, them, they show now we use them. Picking, what if people and just go and go buy them face clothes and then and the material and they jam. You saw them. Kelangona me hospital inside the work. Ordinary people them, then become more creative than the supply hospital them. So now that's how they try to say we people that will get business people that will don't survive as alone. You know, where the Fulamanda where they do very good day. We get another trader there. We get another people where they do well. Then self able and not forgive them. They will give money to the government, but let them be able if now small things let them they have we first respond to them. The way we call them now, which is the nurses them. Let them they give them small thing. You know, let them self they have not to everything about the government. America will get everything. They need to do everything right now. Now, ordinary people, small businesses, them. Now, then they keep in. Now, so that they help the nation. Now, we save land for do that. Now, we save land for do that. We get people that work well to do. Now, free time, we need to edit them. Now, so that businesses, they no more now, they edit that they contribute. Oil businesses, them. We got a lot of individual businessmen, them. Wait, now, one bag, sir, buy one bag less. Go left and I'm at 34, now 34 to say, let it not see the shape and one cup. That's alone, it's good. Now, good thing, you know. Then the other thing again where I've been wanting to talk about this water problem. This water problem now, just like with Danny brother just talked now Manchester. This thing are two they need for solve. They need for solve. First of all, the pipe themselves, people you don't talk about. Them pipeline, they not a pipeline and they for run a friction. Look what they're small. Look what they're small. And then they dig the thing and they're not even fixed and they even dig and reach 1 feet. Look at me water pipe then advanced country again what you dig you let us see. Then therefore put them go really bit down. You know, when you dig little bit go down, let see for let somebody can dig and cut that pipeline, really somebody have got for kitchen. But the thing that you want kind of strong in a street, you see them. So how you know go tell people that when they get water, but then they don't cut them. Give a little bit more down if they really want to save water, because the amount of water where they waste, and then people and the way they thief water, the brother, it's not small. You know, so and with with Corona, I understand say we get 4 today, but you know. We we get to talk to I understand yesterday or so when we get this thing out when the minister did talk about that internet business, everybody go crazy about people are not even getting for each side and go pull iPad router. But my question is the drivers union, I don't know, maybe you can help me on this. The drivers union, them boss. Then driver and then they pay union dues to the drivers union, correct?
Of course, yes.
Okay, so now their responsibility then me at the work, are they with union? A lot of things are what they need from the job. Now we union, I understand in front of that. The drivers union for able to get office, we side and get computer and a printer.
Well, I make we they go ask them on Monday. We don't say we carry the camera there. Let's go ask them waiting then for do in this. Now I make when even for more they talk. When I be even reach us, I say it's already planned on Monday with the Gunday. I know I talk like sometimes they listen and no go ahead pawi. But we'll get plan for her.
Yes, sir.
We'll get plan for her.
Do that. Not just the ordinary driver. I make the driver and they pay union dues. For stuff like that, where I let the union people them when they run the office, now then job them then why now for print them here and shape and give the driver them. So that the driver they're not going to complain again, say government not give me. Now the union, in your responsibility this now for do that. Because the people then they pay union dues. So what did they do with their union dues? Now they for go to work. Now that's not me no more. Thank you very much, my brother. They continue for listening.
All right, thank you very much, man. Thank you, sir. Yes, caller, you're live on here. Your name and where you call from?
Yes, Chipwe, Adama from New York.
You get the platform, Adama.
Okay, and the rest will come to you. Anyway, so much work. Me want talk about the money when they get, that they contribute. For me, own opinion, I think they for really bring that them big containers then plastic containers, I don't know how they call them, for putting them from neighborhood to neighborhood temporarily. This way, at least the people they get water for this continuation of the lockdown. And everybody know for say now the virus na fit on it. So let family then do ya at the talk to now. Oh, if anybody they listen to me own family too, at the talk for say we not be. Because if we not do something about this is gonna go out of control. Okay, I mean I not ever thought it would be this the amount of people then where they don't get this thing already, they're in a quarantine. And I also want to my condolences to those 3 souls that were not lost, to their family. It is sad. But let's all get together. Okay. Let's fight this thing. We're not this alone, but we're there with una. We're there. But we're there with una. So do your sisters and brothers then. When I let the government do their job. I know say things stronger. I know say food business is stronger. We understand that. I understand somebody say before during the war, I mean the first thing you want to do is for save your life. Because as we always say, where there's life, there's hope. We know say people that they go hungry. But for our government, we also you get for help also a little bit. I know say we not get money and money they see they come. So do ya. Now me your contribution that Chupoe. I thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Adama. Thank you. Yes, caller, you live on air. Your name and where you call from?
Concern Sierra Leone from Australia. Good morning from your side.
You get the platform, sir.
I want to tell you thank you. Tell the listeners they all thank you. And with people in back home, plenty thank you. And we all play with part. And I believe the information is key in the world. Without information, barely human being not able to do anything. And also knowledge, you seek knowledge. Even like can't tell me, my sister, also to make a lady ground more especially for health workers. Then for no say, then at the front liners them, and then they in for actually protect people, especially people where they present cases that present themselves at the hospital. So therefore, no say then at the army now where they lead this fight, where they up front. So make them take the highest precaution. Make them follow the principles of the training, more especially in the use of the PPE, personal equipment, protection equipment. Then that is very key. And may they advise all health workers treat anybody who can a health facility as a suspect of COVID-19. If you do so, you go always remember, say, you for do your proper PPE for actually come in contact with them patients here. And we're not going to emphasize that because we see them lapses and they when the Ebola become Sierra Leone. Because a lot of health workers then back home by then, nobody follow the right procedure how to use personal equipment, personal protection equipment then. So we find out that we lost a lot of health workers then. And when you did now hospital, when you lost them principle then they, within every second, you're vulnerable for contract a disease. And within that same seconds, your chances for spread that disease to other patients the way they go in church or come in contact with, a widespread within that locality. So now it make that you training of your hygiene now the hospital before a alpha you charge any patient a very paramount to any health worker. Now that make them get for take that now their own protection where they get. And me they ask government for they do refreshment training them as fast as quickly as possible. Almost like every 1 or 2 weeks, especially with the other new nurses them way they don't incorporated into the system, will not be witness the Ebola. The finance even during the Ebola, I get people from England around the world we come and carry train with nurses and doctors them how to use PPEs them. You find out that when they do that training, the number of infection to the personnel them when at the health workers it dropped drastically. And that helped them for save a lot of life during the Ebola. And again, somebody make a excellent point. How we for able to educate with people for distinguish between a quarantine and isolation. Then they have two big words to with people that will not go school. Like mama that will not go school. As he talks to you, I go isolate me. Because the people are still there in that notion that they remember the Ebola. We get at least a very higher chance when you catch them, you die. They not say during the time of Ebola, when see they can't say the post, they say you get Ebola. They care and go. The chances for me the post to return back home, they barely are like almost zero. So a lot of people they get them bad experiences and they. So here is how public health education a key. Break down those big words into the layman who will understand the distinction between the Ebola virus and the COVID-19 virus, the rate of infection, and the percentage, the chances for make you live when you get the COVID. It's about 80%. When people are sick, the disease, 80% chances of people with the cure. So they say no need hospitality, they cure by themselves. The natural immune system can cure the disease. So 80% of the people they become cured. But Ebola is about 50 to 60% we get they die. So people for no anything in this. So the people in the health work, the people where they make the public health and publication to the people for understand, make them break down their terminologies and this what the least person understand for pull out fear in their mind. And again, the lockdown is very challenging. It's not a good idea. And when you look at the West, these are systems. The West gets systems one day in place for a very, very long time. People have been paying taxes in this country. So now the government can get them back with a lockdown because systems are in place. If government want to give money to post, you don't need to go find post in the street. Everybody did a data, a data, a system. And if you look at vulnerability, how you go to define a vulnerable? If you look at vulnerable, 90% of people in Sierra Leone are vulnerable. Because there are a lot of families, they only get money when they come out to sell during that specific day. If they don't come out, they can't get money. So all those people are under vulnerability. You get picking the way people say they cry, even the food in the market can't cry for the day when at normal time. People are still they cry for food at home. We all don't experience waiting at hunger. We all experience work more than for home. Who mama they go sell in the market. If the mommy sick, they not sell in the market. You the picking again for go sell. Because they force you for this go sell. Because if nobody not going to market, the home for that day they get food. Now a very challenging situation Sierra Leone reach. And there is a distinction during the time of war and a pandemic. There are two different things. In a time of war, when you get a gunshot, RPG, flight take over your aid, you got to call the fight and flight response. When adrenaline, when they produce the adrenaline hormone, when they kick into the blood, the heartbeats they increase. And when the heartbeats they increase, every sense of the body where they feel angry, thirsty, tiredness, it is cut away. It's like when they give anesthetic. So any signal like the body they come where they will detect angry, oh I don't run at the tire. All that thing they cut away. But in a disease like this, where somebody gets able to rationalize, they think they are angry. Now two different situations. They are totally different situations. So people are not for actually compare a war where they fire a bullet, where person the adrenaline don't kick. You go there inside all for 1 month, you know they feel angry. Where bullets they fly over you. You will still survive. But in normal time, for put you under confinement, where a family not get food, it's totally different from a situation of war. Now that's my own take. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, sir. Thank you. Yes, caller, you live on air. Your name and who side the call from?
Hello?
Yes, you live on air. Your name and who side the call from?
I'm Christian from Edmonton, Alberta.
You get a platform.
Say that again?
You get a platform. Go ahead with your contribution.
I mean, everybody they say the lockdown they go affect people there, or some people they poor and stuff like that. But they could try to realize we say so we did here in the West here. Not everything glory for we. When they leave at this part, they say some people that they here we don't work for. They work with very good money. But they say for the indoors. Indoors in the sense we home might be different than the one where they get for putting in a salon. I mean, we get access for go back and go buy food and stuff like that. But make we look at places like Italy and Spain when this thing happen. Not to Spain, not to everything glory there. Some of them are in places that we don't see. We don't see how people they stay, they live. They can't tell us they're lockdown, they shut down everything. Some people never get salary. They only live on waiting they don't save. Not even enough for them. But they try for survive on that. Now inside Spain, now inside Spain, they try for put things in place for them to begin pay for them their disemployment money. So all this while, for the past 2 months, they survive on waiting they get. So inside Sierra Leone, I know they try for say people, they for force people to let them leave or waiting they get. Let people then try for no say this one will not a war, this will the fight, we will not know exactly who side for start. Many people them know say this time round, make them give that 14 days with them, make them just try for put themselves together and say, okay, if now 10 cup Ublan eat, the law maker now law cut down to 2 cups. So it's for now for 14 days and see how they will able to control this virus. Because right now, it's a free talk. The cases them that they get. Now human to human spread and get. And if the more they continue to get that human to human spread, it will become worse. Make we try for no say, let people know say, first world country over here, people are able to control this thing. How they able to control an salon? Our medical system, the infrastructure they bad, everything they bad in that place. The challenges are too much. I definitely understand that. But then try to understand say, if this thing go out of hand, by the time they will say now law control, by the time when they will begin run for go stay at their house, it would all lit. It definitely is hard. Then the thing again, we ministers them, we honorables them, we parliamentarians them. These people will be cared somehow, but people don't try to realize that. How? These people probably they make 10 million or 15 million loans every month. If actually they care about the people, then they really care about the people, the way they holler behind them, where they can support them. This is the time where they say, okay, you know what? We could take a cut down on pay cut. Say, if we're going to make 15 million, let government just give it 10 million or 5 million. Let this 5 million go to these people them who they need at this time round. They need them. We get people the way they sell and they market them. Well, no matter what they do, now that market, now what they sell, now 5,000 euros they sell for the day, and then they survive on. If them parliamentarians, them ministers, you understand, the fear everywhere they collect, because now they need to go to those places, they need to travel, then they. You say, waiting, government take this money and buy some amount of bag of rice, give to the market people, they let us run out for 14 days. Make somebody sacrifice. Somebody has to make the sacrifice somewhere. But these people so greedy, they only know say people that they survive or people that they leave when the election time reach. And this thing wrong. Like make them people let them really think. We don't see them footballers and they take pay cuts now. Then people are able to do them. We know so we country. We want everything, make government do everything. But look at this thing. We don't know how many people they pay tax a year in that country. Everything the burden they on the government. Everything the burden they on the government. Which is right. But then they for supposed to they get income, they get money there for places them and stuff like that. But again, they get so many things to do, even though they know they put their priorities into place. They know they try to prioritize things because people say when the government come to power, I say, okay, even like BO stood, for example, we don't kind of power now. BO decides, so what? I prioritize 2 things. The priorities were they put in place now water and light. And for make sure so they did. When we time down, if I no more say they don't, they do. When time down, we go for water and light. But light day 24/7, water day 24/7. But every government not get in priorities. In fact, they just do things how they want for one. Okay, I don't want to put to that point. So make them people, let me parliamentarians or ministers, let them try for putting, let them take a pay cut and use that money for help them people that for let them stay home for 14 days. Not to all sides for lockdown, at least free term lockdown. The amount of people that they struggle, let them use their money that they get for help them. Now that's not your contribution for this moment. Thank you so much for your time.
Thank you very much, caller. Thank you, sir.
Hello.
Yes, caller, I did live on air. Your name and where you call from?
Yeah, this time I've been here this weekend. I just want to thank you. I've been a long time listener and I'm before sending this for call. So say thank you for having me. Your contribution is like now for the mask. We really need for the sensitize with people. Because like this, I say yesterday, because we're in the morning now too. Yesterday, I already talked to some of my people. They are saying I make some masks where they go give out. They tell them, tell them, say this mask when I just get for use and for one day, don't na wash them. Hey, I'll go use them for one day. Not not every day you for use them, but you get for wash them. For they not even know say then for wash them. When they don't use them the one day before they use them the other day. Because me try at least let one person get 2. That's not one thing. Don't like this lockdown. It's really good for let them get this lockdown. This lockdown is really, really good for let with people and get this lockdown for save people in life. Lord, we not look say we know say yes, things hard. Now this we don't cry for from the time we be born till now. Things hard, not better. Lord, we just forget about that. What we able for send for people that we send, let them manage. Like how the last caller say, or I don't know which caller. If you be don't use for the cook 4 cup rice, now let it cut down to 2. I can even mention to me people and say, now they need to tell you, they need to ask you if you don't buy food and say you don't get. So that's not the thing that now wait for land for the leave, waiting for the land for the leave on now. Don't like where this last caller talk about the parliamentarians there, the one they waiting at the constituency, then that's not true. Why they not go pull small, if now 5 million, if at least they pull and then go shape, gain at the areas they waiting there. For let people they go able to get thing no more for eat if now 1 or 2 days. Saloma, we not ask for full. Small thing you go give it, we don't grab, they do something out of that. But tomorrow they go wait and reach for election and they go begin give people the 1 bag race, then go give Pamayanda. Why they not go give and now? Then get time. Let them not just keep that money. Let them go out and go help people them. Don't want to where they talk about the nurses, then the healthcare workers, then they do very well. I don't know, I don't write this thing for one of you program the last week. With me your thoughts there, the uniform. I know, are they really fear when they wear the uniforms then from home to the hospital, from hospital to home? If chance been there, let them they wear clothes, when they reach the hospital, then change. Don't then change back where then clothes go na house. Because it can be say, a small particle go down drop na that uniform. It take a go with an street. It go spread that bacteria to either in family members or to other people that we go meet. So I don't know, now that's a million contribution for today.
Thank you very much, Mabinti, and welcome.
Thank you.
We hope so good to hear your voice as we go on, eh?
I go to try at least the time range and the team, but actually I dey work on net most of the time, so I go try for see.
All right, thank you.
Thank you too, bye.
Yes, call ID live on here, your name and side call from?
Yeah, Triple, this is Adama, they call from Ohio.
You get the platform.
Yeah, thank you very much for this weekend show. I just want to say a little things about, you talk about how the number that the increase, and when you start the program, also if they ask, say, if he corona not be there, what's not be the plan? I laugh because I got my sister, I don't buy in tickets already long ago for good songs. So when this thing also happened, it's like it's saddened me all. So, and I just want to say to the salon people, let them not relent, let them still do the fight. We all the fighters fight, and we know say God will see it through. Let them just continue for take caution. The partial lockdown still don't continue. Let them just continue for take precaution and not visit people at this time. Even here, somebody in our house still, because you know not everybody the worker. Let everybody just get in distance. Say this year it go down. Ebola come for a long time and it don't. So may we just take that precaution and day at this time, and let me really, really listen to what the well body people let it talk. May them not continue for the deceive them. Let them know say this is serious. And I just want for me to know say I want for wish me country a happy independence, and one day we go to 59. And we know say God gets a lot for we. With unity and love, we go make an asylum. So this is my contribution. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Adama. Thank you. I don't got much for say on the lockdown. You know, when this debate, it's a tough call for the government of Sierra Leone, for lockdown Sierra Leone. Judge Kamara say, guys, they say the lockdown in Salone different from the lockdown in the West. He said the government forgets a lockdown. It forgets plan for meet the people they need. He say when that we brought a call, where they talk about Spain, say they in lockdown Spain. He say Spain not get food and water problem. And he no say almost all sign of Spain get light. This is not one of the things them way I put myself in a situation, say, if I be this Salone, and then say for lockdown, waiting if we don't look like for the 2 weeks. You know, certain things then we can almost like forget, because you think because you did lockdown in the West, so lockdown in Sierra Leone, if for happen and no consequence, because if it just happen like that. But when I put myself in a situation, I look at them and I was like, okay, first of all, that 14 days, we're guaranteed we're not going to have lights throughout the 14 days. Make us start with that day first. Say it's a guaranteed. For say lights go day from start to finish of that 14 days day. It's not possible. Blackout care for coming. Okay. Some people then get generator. You get generator, lights not there, you already don't pay to EDSA, the lights not there, but you get generator, gas station lock, you're not able for buy fuel, for can put in your generator, make you continue. Some man go say, oh, well, if you don't buy them, you don't store them up. If you don't keep them for the 14 days, they will go cover the 14 days. You go say, okay, water. You say, oh, you forget drum them. If you don't full up, you drum them before the 14 days they come. So what about the person who will not get the drum? Oh, if I don't go buy the drum. A lockdown is necessary. But it not go be that pure lockdown. Now, Dandy, I want to make we understand. A lockdown is necessary, but not to, even the West, to say you they go to a store, you they go buy. Not so. You they go to a store, go buy. But it's only, so when you come out, you go to a store, you go buy. You food and come back in the house. The stores, them where they sell clothes and shoes and the other, they're all locked. Now the one they only sell food, now they open. So when would they say lockdown? Yes. Even this special one, just like how Ubi they say, is like for quiz the timing. You they left a loophole for the people, but still yet, you they make them realize say it's a lockdown. Like right now, when they say partial lockdown, oh now the one they already come out, then you able quiz them more. But you know, like people then they say, oh, then for able beer, they like, you know, waiting. If you able for live the life of the ordinary man as alone, you go understand. Is a lockdown necessary? Yes, it is. But again, it comes with some responsibilities from both the people and the government of Sierra Leone. And I don't even want to hear about governments not get money. I don't even want to hear it, Andy. Say government not get money. Because this is the mindset where the politicians, they don't put for Salone people. Salone po, government not get money. And that two mindsets, That two things then they make salon, it go very difficult. You just tell like, I be don't give an analogy the last time. You get papa na house, what they spend na ticket. But whenever I can house, money no di. Una for it dry gari, and that's it. But when you gonna get to inside chick, then they eat all the big chicken them. But when you can house, money no di. With all the austerity, we learn say the past administration misappropriate 323 billion leons, $94 million. Then they never give account for. And so we learn per commission of inquiry. Right? Even this administration we did now, when they become, they tell you how much then they collect and how then they spend. Are they doing it now? No. And I can tell you, say, the next Auditor General report we get for Common, we get for C, almost the same thing will be the C. So what will they say? What will they say now? The money, make they use them the right way. For lockdown is necessary, yes. Man, he said the ask, he said if we not don't get electricity for over 50 years, what to expect right now in at trying times? For say we not be don't get them, not justify say we for suffer them right now. For over 50 years, now we you don't done, now NP then be the count with the bill you pay. But right now, then change the system for say, no, pay first before we give you the light. So you not go don't owe me money, then you not give me the light. Then we still try for justify. Yeah, there are certain things that me are not can even want go inside it. If you no say you not get the light, not take me money. But if you take me money, you supposed to give me the light. And if you give me the light way for work for me, because what you do, you don't take me money. These are the same attitude. These are the same things we go make salon art for make. Because, like I said, the last time I want sue Edsa. I contact one or two lawyers, they turn it down. Because you don't take me money for give me light. Even when the lights go down, you don't get no explanation, say for give me. And we're still defending, say, over 50 years you not been there, so why for even talk about that now? Then when are we supposed to talk about it? When? Who still for talk about that? That's why, like certain things, then me, most of the time, I do 6 months, 4 months, 3 months in Sierra Leone. I live with the people. I feel with the people. It has nothing to do with politics. But until we get, you know why the West, they're so serious about everything? Because we didn't sue person, we didn't sue a company. A company, as they see you want to make Dakadeke, then they fire you straight. But certain things are the way we don't accept. We don't accept her. That's the problem. Because we have accepted it. Hey, other person go can just say, even the last guy, hey, check our footprint here on network. Check with footprint. We don't talk her, then we go still talk her now. Not to say because it was like that be say it fine. Even though it not fine. Even though we tend to accept that. No? We're not supposed for just accept everything, say, oh, now the how for do that one day, now I make we people and the politicians then give it this kind of Sierra Leone now, where we did deal with so. Now the how for do attitude that. If we continue for the live by the past, every time somebody wants to say something, they say, oh, from 50 years, 60 years. So then, well, let's just live on now. Let's just continue. Let's just continue. But what I'm saying here is this. Yes, it's necessary for lockdown. But measures them, responsibilities them, they at the side of the government and the side of the people of Sierra Leone. Like I said yesterday, decentralization, now one part the main thing we make the government now a lockdown free town. Even though na in at the epicenter. If Nabibo, Kenema, Makeni, Putiloko, Kailao, if Nabi anyone part they one day, be they getting a high number there. Please. Then they think and do things safe. Then they lock and down steady. Then they lock and down steady. But because of everything is centralized in Freetown, and we've been saying this over and over. So the things that were not fix, now the things that are in the bet we saw right now. Now the things that the bet we saw will fail for fix. And this go come, it go pass. Then we go back business as usual. Like say, something in there will not be done able for fix up. Like things then they will not be done able for fix up. We go back in normal. But in Sierra Leone, we accept everything. And then they are no problem. We hope for the best. And the best time we want us alone. And so we'll go lock today until we meet again. Tripoli, they say tata.